5 fundamentals to live by. Let's get into it. The first one, everything in life always works itself out. Everything always works itself out. You could worry all you want to, stress yourself all you want to, but the only reason why you're worried and stressed is because you have a personal preference. And that personal preference is what's causing your suffering. If you can just let go of the personal preference and just be like, you know what? I would prefer for that not to happen. And I would prefer for it to go like this. But I understand I don't have control of everything. And I'm just going to let things play out the way that they play out. And however they play out, at the end of the day, I'm going to be fine. And when you have that mindset, you will start to see that everything in life works itself out. Number 2. Learn to rely on yourself. Even if there's people willing to help, don't rely on their help. Rely on yourself. Be self-reliant. This is just a part of becoming a son, becoming your own source, becoming a thing unto itself, becoming a god or a goddess. You should be able to rely on everything within you for anything that you need. Nothing, including other people outside of you, should be your source for anything. Now, if there's people willing to help, that's great. I'm not saying reject their help if you need the help, but don't make that your go-to. You should always be your go-to. Go within. That should always be your go-to first. And this is training yourself to become self-sufficient, to become self-reliant, to have an independence greater than the average Joe. Because in today's world, they think being independent is having your own money and your own house and your own car. No, being independent is not relying on anybody for your happiness. Being independent is not relying on the government to feel safe and secure. Self-independence is not needing to believe in some Christian God to feel like everything is going to be okay after you die. No, self-independence or true independence is having all of that provided for you just by way of your own knowledge, just by way of knowing thyself. You have to experience this for these words to make sense, because these are just words at the end of the day, but it's not going to make sense unless you've experienced it, because that shit never made sense to me until I experienced it. I'm like, how is knowing yourself providing like safety and security? But it's not until you like actually know yourself and that you will see what it does for you, if you get what I'm saying. Number 3, always look at the brighter side of things. Always look at the brighter side. This is like the most basic way to have a positive mindset, is to just be like, at the end of the day, or be like, at least this, and just consider the brighter side. It's the basics of having a positive mindset, which there's no way to survive in this world without a positive mindset. Like, you'll just feel miserable. So people that don't like to look at the brighter side of situations, I just feel like, because there's people out there that refuse to consider the brighter side, because somebody would sit there and tell you their problems, and you'll be like, well, at least this, and they'll be like, yeah, I guess. Or they'll like knock it and be like, yeah, only for like today and then tomorrow. And it's like, okay, but you want to feel like that then. Like, you want to be in the space that you're in then. I'm trying to get you up out of it, and you fighting me to stay in it. Okay, bitch, you want to be miserable. Like, so, like, people like that don't even bother. But, like, sometimes you just need a reminder, because sometimes you're so stuck in it. So this is your reminder. Like, stop for a second and consider the brighter side, and you'll instantly feel a little bit better than you did a few seconds ago. Number 4, always stay true to yourself, your values, your morals, and your knowledge. Always stay true to it. Always stay true to it. Number 5, always put the relationship with yourself above your other relationships. This goes hand in hand with number 4, staying true to yourself, your knowledge, your values, and your morals. Because the moral system and the values and the knowledge and the mindset that you've constructed for yourself is a huge part of who you are. And so when you have a relationship with yourself, you have essentially a relationship with all of these parts of yourself, all of these things that make you a huge part of who you are. And so you want to put that above and before all of your other relationships for obvious reasons. You were born alone and you're going to die alone. You were born with yourself, and all you have throughout life is yourself. That's not, I don't want to say that's all you have, because I mean, for me, that's all I have. But like for other people that actually have like genuine relationships and connections in their life, like, I don't want to say yourself is all you have in that case, because you have genuine people in your life, but yourself is always going to be there. Those people aren't going to be there when you're dead. Those people, when you are going through the death process, they're not with you in your mind, in your chakras, trying to figure out how to escape it in the middle of death. Like, they're not with you in those moments. When you first became aware as a spirit, as a space, as a nothingness, you were alone. My point is, you want to put the relationship with yourself above your other relationships, because it's your foundation at which your other relationships stand on. The relationship with yourself, it always begins with you. It starts with you. It's never you against the world. It's always you versus you. So once you got that nice relationship with yourself, ultimately you've won the battle with yourself, and ultimately that is your foundation for everything else in your life, including your other relationships. So you do not want to lose yourself into these relationships, because now you lost yourself. And tell me right now, who is happy that has lost themselves and haven't found themselves? Who is happy and lost at the same goddamn time? Those are 5 fundamentals to live by. They're fundamentals that I live by, and I am passing it along to you because it has worked for me. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.